So, today we are going to study the types of Jarana. This is third part of concept of Jarana. First, we have discussed what is the concept of Jarana, what does Jarana means. Secondly, we have discussed the process of Jarana, and now the important part, that is types of Jarana. Now, on which basis types of Jaranas have been made, have been discussed in this complete video. As you can see, the types of Jarana have been divided on the basis of material that is required to digest in Parada, which is called as Bhuchari and Khechari, on the basis of quantity of digesting Abhrak Sattva. Now the types are Balajaran, Yuvajaran and Vruddhajaran. On basis of process, it is called as Samukjaran, Nirmukjaran and Vasanumukjaran. If you know the first two videos, you'll know the meaning of Mukha, what does Mukha means, Nirmukh and Vasanumukh. Okay? On the basis of material to digest in Parada, there are two types, which is Bhuchari and Khechari. What does Bhuchari means? Bhuchari means digesting Maharas and Dhatu. Okay? And Khechari means digesting Ratna. Now, why it is Bhuchari and why it is Khechari? So you can understand that the minerals that we get from our earth, that is Bhu, that is Bhuchari. So digesting Maharas and Dhatu are equally called as Bhuchari. So when Jarana process is done, when some kind of Maharas and metals have been digested in Parada, the concept is called, or the type is called Bhuchari. But when it is Ratna, when we are digesting Ratna into Parada, it is called Khechari. So when we are digesting Maharas and metals, it is called Bhuchari. When we are digesting when we are digesting Ratnas, that is you can say precious stones, into Parada, it is called Khechari. Okay. Now, the types are also given on the basis of quantity of digesting Abhrak Sattva, not Abhrak Sattva. Now, understand this, very critical it is. Balajaran, Yuvajaran and Vruddhajaran. It is very simple. Here, look at the part of Parada, equal, like 1, 1, 1. Be it Balajaran, be it Yuvajaran, be it Vruddhajaran. The part of Parada is same. What changes is part of Abhrak Sattva. When it is Balajaran, we use 1 part of Abhrak Sattva. When it is Yuvajaran, we use 4 part of Abhrak Sattva. And when it is Vruddhajaran, we use 6 part of Abhrak Sattva to digest in 1 part of Parada. So, when it is Balajaran, okay, when the process is Balajaran, then close your eyes. We have to take 1 part of Abhrak Sattva and 1 part of Parad. When it is Yuvajaran, we have to take 4 parts of Abhrak Sattva and 1 part of Parada. When it is Vruddhajaran, it is 6 part of 6 part of Abhrak Sattva and 1 part of Parad. So this is what it is divided on basis of quantity of digesting Abhrak Sattva. Now the type which is based on process. What does Mukha means? Mukha means forming. Mukha means forming hunger. That is forming an empty. You can say. What we are doing in Jaran, we are making space in Parada so that it can engulf other metals and minerals into it. Okay, so the Jaran process, why it is done? To increase the space in Parad so that it can engulf and take inside the metal and minerals. So when such space is made, that is hunger is created in Parad. When such hunger is created in Parad, that is called Samukjaran. Now how that hunger is created? By triturating it with Kshara and Amla Dravya. Now I'll tell you. So this is a parad. Okay. So to create a mukha or create its digesting power or to create hunger in parad, what we have to do is we have to take the parad into a vessel, triturate it with what? With amla dravya and triturate it with kshara dravya. What these two dravyas will do? It will create an hunger, and therefore the parad will have capacity to digest metals and minerals, and therefore it is called samuk jaran. Okay, that is formation of mukha, that is hunger, by triturating it with kshara and amla dravya. Okay, now next is nirmuk jaran. Now, without formation of mukha, that is hunger, metals and minerals are digested. Now, how is this nirmuk jaran possible? We say that it is important to create hunger and then only we can digest. Till now, I was telling the same thing, that we have to create an hunger in parad and then we have to triturate into it metals and minerals. But how it is possible? In nirmuk, how nirmuk jaran is possible? So it is very exceptional process, okay, where only exceptional metals and minerals can be digested in this type. So nirmuk jaran, where we have to not create any kind of hunger in parad, such metals and minerals are easily get digested into the parad. Okay, so the process in which we have to not, without formation of mukha, that is hunger, metals and minerals are digested, that is nirmuk jaran, no mukh jaran. Okay, and where formation of mukha is required by triturating it with kshara and amla dravya, it is called samukh jaran. Now vasanumukh jaran is same as samukh jaran. Listen once more. Vasanumukh jaran is same as samukh jaran. Only the difference is that where formation of mukha is done but triturating with aromatic drugs. Here we triturated with amla dravya and kshara dravya, but when it is vasanumukh jaran, we have to triturate it with aromatic drugs. Okay, so this is how jaran process and type is been given in our textbooks.